How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel for Fractured Umbra, the Paranormal Research Society over in Casper, Wyoming. I am going to be doing the first video of the channel, which is kind of a talk on some of the equipment that I will be using in the near future for some investigations that are in the makings of being planned at the moment. I'm going to most likely be working with another team here in Casper also called the Ghostbusters. I don't know if you guys have heard from any of them or anything like that, but this is their emblem. One of the investigators on there is actually a really good friend of mine, and he gave me that sticker and another one for my car. But today I'm going to be using my time to kind of explain some of the equipment that I have, and I'm going to be putting into a test. A lot of them have already been pre-tested with a lot of other teams. I wanted to give it my shot in my own. So I'm going to move on to one of the ones that I do have, an EMF meter. This EMF meter is chargeable, so it actually has a charge port on the bottom of it. It has a front sensing area. I don't know if you guys can see this. Front sensing area here and here, as well as in the front itself. It also has a temperature gauge, which shows you the temperature both in Celsius and in Fahrenheit. And this is just the temperature inside my home at the moment. But you can change it from average to VPP. And this basically just runs on picking up electromagnetic field meters from anything that is running an electromagnetic field at the moment. Right now I have my computer in front of me. I lifted it up. My desk is a little small. But if I hook it up to here, you can see how much of the voltage comes off of it, but there's no milligauss reading, excuse me. It does run with the H field. I don't know if you guys know a lot about that. Google is definitely a good thing. I'm learning a lot about a lot of these different meters and stuff because this one's a little bit more up there in range for standard usage. The temperature meter on here is actually really good. I actually used it in a number of different things other than picking up electromagnetic fields. To test things out. The temperature reads very well. If I change it to AVG, you can see that the voltmeter is kind of moving around. It's trying to find a baseline, which for my computer not running right now is around a 2, and it just zeroed out for some reason. These are really good just for the simple fact that you can use these on different things. So if you're not out ghost hunting and you have these, you can find them on Amazon. This one, I think, was, I think it was like 25, 30 bucks. It's pretty inexpensive, but great usage. And as I said before, it is chargeable. It does come with its own charger, which is good because I've had things that have come in and they don't have the charger themselves. But this one did have a charger, plus I run Android with a Type-C anyways, so there are a lot of chargers in my home anyways, so if I didn't get one when I ordered it, I have it. So but that is the EMF meter. It works really well. I've used it a couple times on electrical devices, and it is fairly accurate for what it is being used for. I look forward to using it on our next investigation. I'm going to hold the power of this off real quick. And then on here you have the buttons for the hold to power. Press once to turn on, hold to turn off. It does have the AVG. And the other thing it does have here is a hold itself, which basically just allows you to remain zero the whole point. I'm not entirely sure what the usage is for that at the moment. I have been looking over some of the user manual for this stuff, and it is pretty fun. It actually looks like something pressed on the screen there for a minute because there is some dead pixel there. It's been pretty useful. So when I get down to being able to use it, I'll have a better description for you guys for like how it works and how proud of it I am. At the moment, I am very proud of it. So the next one for any investigation is a EVP or a recorder. So this one, when I bought it, this one was around $30-40 on Amazon itself. It does come with an SD card. The SD card is standard 32 gigabytes. Gotta put that in the right way. Hopefully I don't break it, you know. Oh no, get in there. These buttons are crazy. Not buttons. But it's got some speaker here. It also has the microphone relay, which is right here, as well as these here. And it is very well, I guess that's not the word I'm looking for. It is extremely good. Like, this is one of the best ones I've ever seen in my life. This one is made by Garmin. Even has the descriptions on the back to kind of tell you if you're not, you pull it out of your pocket and you're not seeing exactly what it is. It does give you the information on the usages for what it is when you pull it out of your pocket or it's dark and you can't see. So you have kind of an outer relay of how everything works. This one itself is also chargeable. It is a Type-C charger. And again, this one also came with its own charger, which again, I am grateful for because I've ordered things and they don't come with chargers. I'm glad that these ones have. And when it turns on, it's pretty standard. You can run music on this thing. It is not touchscreen. You will have to press the forward and back buttons in order to get to everything. The recording itself is really good. Just press play on that. Go back. Press the record button here. Record a message for you guys. As soon as it loads, please wait. Okay, and there is a red light that does tell you that it is recording. This is one of the reasons I really like Garmin, because their interface is really nice. I've seen other recordings where the light is up at the top here next to the name brand or down at the bottom here. I like this one because it's there. And I am recording, so I can actually show you guys kind of what the sound is once I'm done. Okay, and that should be good. So you press save. And you can go ahead and press play. And it is HD. Oh, sorry. I can't read. It's too small. Okay, and there is a red light that does tell you that it is recording. This is one of the reasons I really like Garmin, because the interface is really nice. I've seen other recordings where the light is up at the top here next to the name brand or down at the bottom here. I like this one because it's there, and I am recording. And then when you have something that you recorded and didn't want it recorded, just in case that you're using through this stuff, again, it has an SD card, so you can upload it to your computer or to another saved device. You go ahead and press this button here, right where it says delete. You press delete. It'll give you a bunch of different things. It'll give you like remove from P, bookmarks, add to playlist, delete all, blah, 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 blah. We're going to go ahead and delete this one. And we're going to go yes. And deleted. So this is completely empty. I have not actually used this yet on an investigation. As you can see, the battery is a little low. It does need to be charged. But I haven't used this one yet. I have used other EVP recording devices in the past. And out of most of the quality, I do like Sony and Garmin a lot better. Garmin and Sony, this is kind of like the idea for me that this one looks a lot like the same build as a Sony recording device. I do really like this one, just for the simple fact that it's really easy to use. It's really easy to set up. You've got your folders, and if you're on the road and you're really bored and you're not really doing much, you're going on a investigation or a trip, you can always download some music to this thing, and then you can plug in some headphones here, and you can also plug in a personal mic here. So you can listen to music, and then, other than doing EVPs, you can use this thing to record ideas, record songs. I do record music, I do play guitar, and I do sing vocally. So this has come in a lot as practice when I have been using it, just to test it. And I am pretty proud of this one. You guys want to look it up, it is on Amazon. I don't exactly have the link for it anymore. It did run around $35, I think. Maybe it was cheaper than that. I don't know. I've had this thing for like almost a month now. So, but it is really nice and I like it. And then to power it off, flip the switch and it gives you a countdown. And goodbye. So this one is one that a lot of people have seen. It does require an auxiliary cable, unless you do have something else Bluetooth compatible. Here's the auxiliary cable for it. Oh God. And these are something I don't have around the house anymore just because everything I have is pretty much Bluetooth at this point anyways. It's really hard to find connectors in my home because none of us actually use anything that uses an auxiliary connection port anyways. But it is the SB7 Spirit Box, and this one's pretty fun. You can see the battery meter on it at all times when it's not on and when it is on. This is battery powered. That's one of the only issues that I do have with this thing. I know that you can get one that is chargeable. Oh no, that's chargeable. But there's been a lot of issues with those ones because the chargeable ones have had malfunctions every once in a while. For some reason, they're not ITC or the SB guys that are producing this DAS, the DAS distribution stuff. They had kind of a hard time doing the chargeable stuff. But kind of basically how it works is you got your power here, you got your AM, FM, plus your Celsius and Fahrenheit, you got your volume up, volume down, speed, sweep forward, sweep reverse, sweep rate, and backlight. The backlight is really bright. I mean, just for having a light that big, it's an amazing flashlight just for the fact that it is small, compact, and I've never actually seen a small LED as bright as that. It's kind of crazy. It is really nice. So basically all you do is you hook up your SB7, make sure it is on, pull the antenna, make sure the antenna is up, just to get a better frequency. And it does come with this. It is a Bluetooth speaker that is built specifically for the SB7 Spirit Box, but it is a Bluetooth, so you can actually use it for music. You can use it for anything other than just the Spirit Box itself. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to hook it up to here. This is also chargeable itself. I mean, most of them will be. This does have a microphone on it, so if you're using it for like phone calls or stuff like that, or you can, progressively use the interface microphone to talk to whatever's around you, whatever. It is technological. This is the volume up, the volume down. It does turn, and it does have a very creepy voice when it's turned on, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on for you so you guys can hear it.
Bluetooth already open. Waiting for Bluetooth connection.
I got to switch that over. No, I don't want Bluetooth. Darn you. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Not today.
Power off.
The guy that recorded that, I mean, I don't think you want an exciting voice to tell you that it's powering on. Bluetooth powering on, like screaming at you. Let me get it transitioned over. I remember how to do this because I actually haven't played with the...
Bluetooth already open. Waiting for Bluetooth connection.
Cool. I haven't really played with the SB7 as much. I just got to remember how to switch it over. Oh, excuse me. And right there, it does tell you the volume. So if you do get it and, you order this and realize, oh no, this spins, it's broken. No, it's meant to do that. That's the volume up, volume down. You also have a volume up, volume down on the bottom as well. This one is made by ProMeasure. It's the same people that make the SB7 Spirit Box. If you guys have watched Ghost Adventures at all, they do have an episode where they actually go and see the man who created the SB7 Spirit Box. Sad story is his daughter got into a car crash, and he wanted a way to communicate with her to the other side, and he ended up making the SB Spirit Box, and then eventually developed it more and more and more. And a bunch of investigators around the world actually use these devices. Now, if I could just switch it over. I actually haven't played with this one very much. I play so the speaker's on Bluetooth because I was testing it on other things. They do have Spirit Box apps on your phone and stuff like that allow you to
Noise control on.
Oh, cool. Well, I found the noise control. So noise control is a pretty cool little doohickey for that. It kind of helps siphon out a lot of the hissing for static. Helps you better use this as a communication tool. Makes it a little bit more clearer. But now I just got to figure out how to take it off Bluetooth. Huh. There's a way to do it, and I don't remember how. I actually don't remember for the life of me how to do this. But anyways, it connects to the SB7. It does say SB7 connectivity or whichever variation of that it does end up saying. So it recognizes that it is plugged in once you do it auxiliary way. It's going to bother me that I don't know how to change this. I'm going to have to look through the actual guide itself.
Noise control off.
No, noise control on.
Noise control on.
Thank you. I actually don't remember how to change that now. I'm going to play around with it and get the speaker to do what I want it to, but just believe me,
Power off.
once it hooks up to the SB7, it is extremely loud. But if you are having issues with the SB7 Spirit Box, the Bluetooth speaker like I was, this has a speaker on the front. So basically how this works is it siphons through radio signals, radio frequencies, AM, FM, radio sweeps. You can change the sweep rate from 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350 milliseconds. So basically that just means that it takes longer to cycle or quicker to cycle. So normally when you're cycling, you're going to do usually 50 to 100, just depending. You have a sweep forward and a sweep reverse. So if you hold the sweep forward, and so you're going to pick up a lot of radio frequencies a lot of times with this stuff. So you'll have to kind of do your own debunking ideal through that. Once you change the sweep rate to 50, you get that really quick sweep, which allows you to sweep through radio signals a lot faster. Go to 100, you're kind of mainline balanced, but you're going to get a lot more of the radio frequency coming through stuff. And then if you really want to change it, you know you're in a place that doesn't have any cyclable radio frequencies, you can do FM. Which I found is actually a lot louder with where you are productively. You also have a reset tool here. I don't know if you guys can get it right. Maybe. It's this little button right here where my thumb is. So you press that, it actually resets the temperature. And you can change the temperature itself to Celsius and Fahrenheit. So this kind of shows it's 80 degrees in my home right now. I'm going to go ahead and stop this for now because it's really, really annoying. So basically, you got your volume there and everything else like that. You do have the power switch. If you're having issues seeing at night when you're using a camera, you do have your flashlight. So that's kind of how that works. It runs really well. Unfortunately, this one, again, is not chargeable. This one is battery powered. So always, if you're going to go on investigation with an SB7 Spirit Box battery, you can get chargeable batteries for this. So you can just pop the chargeable battery in there so it doesn't, die on you. It has a longer range of power. But if you do run with the standard AAAs, make sure that you do have a package with you at all times, just to keep your tools and equipment up to date for the power range, so you're not just going out doing an investigation, all of a sudden, like within seconds, because you didn't change the batteries or what have you, it died. Or you get into a higher frequency rate for the electromagnetic field and it drains batteries. You want to make sure that you have extras, because otherwise you're going to be sitting on a dead SB7. But that's kind of all the equipment I have right now, at least for handheld stuff. I'm going to be getting some other stuff. I will probably do some reviews on those, but I will only do the reviews on the handheld accessories throughout the usages. I will probably do a review on the camera that I am going to be using. But other than that, those are my 3 most favorite equipments that I have right now. The other ones are really, really high end. So if you want to go for like the SLS cameras and stuff like that, you're going to probably range yourself from anywhere from $600 to $900 or more. If you want to do other things that are going to be a little bit more effective in the field when you're going out doing whatever you're doing, ghost hunting, what have you, or checking for extraterrestrial whatevers, checking out anomalies and everything else like that. There are other equipment for handheld, but again, you're going to be looking at ranges that are going to be a little bit high. As a quick usage tool, if you guys are out there in the field and you are finding it hard to be using clunky equipment, such as things for like sensors and things like that, they do make light up cat balls. And the cat balls are usually $1 to $3 a piece. They usually come in a bag, and they are LED powered. And you can set them on the table and basically just tap them and they will light up. So those are really good uses for, making communications and stuff like that. They're also very cost efficient. So you're not spending hundreds of dollars, on everything. So like all in all, these 3 items that I do have on me right now, I did go a little bit higher up for the usage. Basically, I spent around $140 altogether. The most expensive thing was the recorder, and I believe the SB7 itself as well, just because it does come with a very high-end Bluetooth speaker. Like this thing, I can hook this thing up to Bluetooth, and this thing is like the second loudest speaker in my house. I do have a sound bar. This one comes really close to that sound-wise, and it is very hand functional. So as you're carrying it and you're doing your investigations, what have you, or you're taking a walk and you're just listening to music, you can turn this down pretty quick. So someone comes up to you and you're talking, oh, hold on, let me get my music real quick, and then it's down. If you do want to go the longer route, you do have your play and your pause, as well as your volume down and volume up on the bottom. But DAS did a really good job at this. ProMeasure, they're an amazing company. Go check them out. I know that they do some stuff for supports and stuff. This thing is metal. It is very well crafted. It has a really good speaker in it. Again, this thing is loud. I hook it up to the SB7 and I turn it all the way up, and I'm like being drowned out by the static of the SB7. It's extremely loud. I can listen to this to my music when I'm like in another room, and I'll be able to hear it clearly behind closed doors. That's just, it's a speaker. You can't, behind closed doors. But yeah, so if you guys are getting out there and you guys want to go jump on the paranormal investigation train, there are tools you can use. A lot of them are cost efficient, some are inexpensive, others are extremely expensive. Again, I spent about $140 on just these 3 items. And the SB7 and the speaker do come together. The Garmin recorder, again, is my all-time favorite recorder. This thing is really good quality. You have a connection tool that goes to the computer, which would be your charger. You have your SD, just in case the Garmin gets damaged. You do have your SD for backup, which saves automatically. This has, I think, 30 hours or so just alone on this. I don't remember actually how much it has, but the 16 gigs. So it has 16 gigabytes of its own space. And then the 32 gigabyte adds a pretty good 60, maybe 50 gigabytes worth of extra space. It does work really well. Or sorry, 32 gigabytes of extra space. So it gives it a little over 53 hours or more for just record time. It's really good. Go check it out. It's really heavily reviewed on Amazon itself. And yeah. Well, hope you guys like this video. There will be more videos to come. There are some investigations in the works right now. Like I said, I am going to be working with another team here in Wyoming. They just did an investigation a couple months ago, and come to find out the Ghost Adventures was here in Casper, so I kind of missed that too. But they went up to the Casper Mountain to investigate the Casper Crawler. If you guys know what that is, Google it. Best knowledge is the knowledge you pick up on your own. I can just kind of tell you what it is. But there are a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in Wyoming for the Haunted Ghost Tour. A lot of it is in Douglas, as well as some of them here in Casper. Then you have some in Rock Springs. But I actually got invited to go and work with another crew. So I'm going to go and work with them as a secondary lead, hopefully. I can work something out with that, because I do run my own little crew. Right now it is just me and one other person. So we are looking for serious team members who want to put their work and effort into this kind of stuff. But it's been about 30 minutes. Thank you guys so much. I did go over time, so I was going to do this for 15 minutes, but these things have a lot of things to explain about them, just so you have an understanding of how they work and how they run. Again, if you don't know where to go look for these items, just look up ghost hunting equipment on Amazon. It'll automatically put you to cameras, UV lights, SB7 spirit boxes, recording devices. There's a company called Ghost Stop. Go on to Ghost Stop. They're a European brand company. They do utilize a lot of different things, like the touch sensor teddy bear, which also has camera and touch sensor lights in them. So if it's being moved or manipulated, it does pick up. It also has an EVP sensor in it as well, so it does record sound. You basically just leave it wherever in an empty room, and you can get whatever you need to on with that done. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys liked this video, not watched this video. You're going to watch this video anyways, but thank you guys so much. And I will be putting out some t-shirts and other things like that to help support this channel, so that we can go on investigation trips, things like that. But without further ado, stay mysterious and stay spooky. I will see you guys in the next video.